Hello, everybody. It is Mad Mike, and once again, we are here with the Midweek War. And we are here to talk Ring of Honor. With me, as always, is the lovely and talented Antonio Garza. How are you, sir?
I'm pretty good. I'm doing so much better now that you just call me lovely.
Oh man, so much to talk about Ring of Honor. We actually got Fallout from Best in the World. I know I'm excited for that because if we didn't have it this week, oh man, it was gonna be really hard to review it again. All right, Antonio, what would be your one word for this week's Ring of Honor?
That was actually my word. Follow up.
All right then.
Yeah.
Excellent. I apologize for stealing your thunder.
What was your word?
My one word is Queendom ? because Maria says that she's in charge of the kingdom. So wouldn't that make it a queendom? Anyway, lots of good stuff this week. Tony, what was your good?
My good. I'm just gonna give it to these little guys out here, my boys, because there's three things they did this show that just like have me super happy. The first one, they were fanning Dalton Castle. No, Dalton Castle every time he was on the floor, like no, but because their feathers are so little, like you know they're not doing anything, but they're doing it. They're trying. Number two. Their chant is the greatest thing ever. Where they just like do the peacock sign and like, whoa! That's the greatest thing ever. And number three, they devised an awesome looking chair for Dalton Castle.
That is true. I forgot about the game of boys, the throne of boys. That was, that was amazing.
And props to whoever works the camera angles, because that top camera when they were down and Dalton Castle is just like hanging. Oh, that was like beautiful camera shot. So props to the production for that one.
Well done, Ring of Honor.
Yeah. What was your good?
My good, Jay effing Lethal. Jay Lethal. His in-ring promo of Nigel was awesome. I like that they immediately addressed what was going to happen with the two titles, because it's unprecedented territory in Ring of Honor. And I love the fact that Jay Lethal is going to defend them both. I hope there's a day where he defends them both on the same show and he wins both matches.
I would imagine that it has to happen at Death Before the Summer. It's a big pay-per-view for them, so I think they should have both titles on.
See, I'm just worried that he's facing Mark Briscoe next week for the TV title. I'm very worried about that.
Now, they already also announced that he's facing Hansen at some other show. So,
okay.
Like, I mean, card subject to change, but I think that he's going to at least hold the title to Death Before the Summer.
Okay. All right. Well, here's hoping on that.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Also, all right. I'll get to that in my bad. What will be your bad this week, Garza?
My bad is the same bad I always give on Ring of Honor, and it's the lack of continuity and how everything never fits. Like granted, they did give us a follow-up this week, but the show still felt really, really outdated because when they started, they showed the Briscoe versus Lethal video package, and at this point I'm like, it's been so long that I don't need it, but since they haven't touched on it, I feel that they completely missed to explain what the hell is that. So, and the thing that bothers me the most is this: all four shows that we review on the Midweek War are pre-taped, months in advance. You have promotions like NXT that when they have troubles with continuity, they went and fucking edited the feed, or they give us, like, for instance, Balor versus Owens, even though it's not in the show. Even TNA, they have a huge mess on their tapings and their pay-per-view, but they still held continuity, and they didn't really spoil anything. At least between those shows.
That's true. They didn't spoil anything.
Yeah.
They just made their pay-per-view completely worthless.
Yeah, but I mean that only applies to the people who went to the tapings.
That's true.
But Ring of Honor, like, I excuse them the first week because it's hard to have a pay-per-view on Friday and they have to have a show on Saturday.
Of course, yeah.
But to me, there's no excuse to not have a continuity last week.
And plus, this is a fresh set of tapings. Like, they know they're on another network now. They know they have new viewers, and still no explanation of anything.
Yeah.
Why was Michael Elgin teaming with Red Dragon? I still don't know.
Why is Michael Elgin face?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. I'm like, did I miss something at Best in the World? Because I saw that match.
He was a heel.
Yeah, he was the heelest of heels in that match. It was against Roddy and Moose, the two of the biggest faces in the company, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Like, when did Michael Elgin turn face?
I have no idea either.
See, I feel like there was a huge disconnect there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, huge disconnect. And also, they said something about the TV title not being the TV, being the TV title again.
Oh, yeah, because something about that it wasn't the world, something.
I don't get it. Did Jay Lethal call it the television championship of the world or something? Because
I would imagine that's what happened. At some point, he started calling it just the world championship.
Okay.
And not another TV title.
All right. I mean, but still, we haven't been watching long enough to know that. Yeah. So if you're going to say it, explain it, please.
Even if you've been watching it for the last year, they need to be more obvious and just better your continuity.
Yeah, they just need to and I know this is one of the things that we rag on WWE about, but they need to explain more stuff to us.
Yeah.
They just have to. We're all new viewers to this. Unless you've had Sinclair before. If you've had Sinclair before, please write into us at goodtimes@wrestlingmayhemshow.com. Explain to us Ring of Honor. Just lay it out from the start. We could Google it, but we're lazy. I mean, we watch 5 hours of wrestling on Wednesday nights. We're also not going to Google at the same time. Yeah. So my bad for this week. We just got into was Michael Elgin suddenly a face. No idea why.
Yeah.
Absolutely no idea why. Okay, so Tony, what will be your change this week?
My change, I guess at this point, stop using New Japan guys. Like, I need my Dalton Castle in Ring of Honor, but I don't need my Watanabe.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it was a good opener for a TV show, but I would have gone with just like any other feud in Ring of Honor that needs to be addressed.
Yeah, especially we have. Like, there's so many other things that could have happened. Like, we could have had more stuff from Cedric Alexander and Moose.
Yeah.
Like, because that was, to me, one of the biggest storyline progressions on the show.
Yeah, and they're building up to a match. So, I mean, they need to follow up on it.
At least some kind of package, maybe, to... but I think my change would be, let's never give Roderick Strong a microphone again. Let's never do that. Because, no, just no. Like,
it's sad because he's such an amazing wrestler, but his promo has been the thing that has held him back for years and years and years. I mean, he's so much better than he was before, but his voice is still, I don't know, his voice and delivery are not appropriate for his, I guess, image.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. Like, it enforces every negative stereotype I've ever had about ROH. They're generic white guys who can wrestle amazing matches, cannot talk worth a shit, and have no character. Like, that's Michael Elgin, that's Roderick Strong. Like, there are a lot of other ones. There are a lot of other ones that fit that mold. Red Dragon. I still know absolutely nothing about Red Dragon except that I do like watching their matches. I don't know why I should root for them because honestly, the Kingdom seems a lot cooler to root for because I know who Michael Bennett is because he is a character. He portrays himself. I've seen Matt Taven on the Indies before because he's a local guy up here. But I also know who Maria is, and Maria is a very good character that explains their whole thing. And one thing we should talk about the Ballad of Adam Cole, BaBay.
Yeah.
Uh, so is he leaving the Kingdom just because of 2 match losses? Seems a bit harsh.
Yeah, to me, like, I'm not sure at one point Maria really got it against him. Because I also have seen these two matches, and I think at one point there was this thing where he and Kyle Raleigh like reunited Future Shock like for one night, and Maria took it the wrong way. But yeah, like this seems like way too rushed. But I'm all for it. Like, I'm okay if he leaves the Kingdom. Like
Yeah.
I've been enjoying a lot of Maria and Bennett and Taven during their Japan trips. So I'm all for a 3-person Kingdom.
Okay. I mean, again, just maybe show us a few stills of why this is happening.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's the same thing that they're doing a promo on a match that happened 2-3 weeks ago, and at this point, like fans sometimes do not remember what happened 3 months ago. So
yeah, I mean, I know I don't remember everything that happened on Best in the World. The only thing I remember about that 6-man match was that Maria got super kicked in the face.
Yeah,
and that's only because it's kind of shocking. That's the only reason I remembered it. All right, so Tonio, where would you rank Ring of Honor this week?
Ring of Honor, I'm gonna give it number 3 this week.
Okay.
Because I mean, aside from all my issues with continuity, the show had really like 2 really good matches, and the Jay Lethal segment was Jay Lethal perfect. So
okay, I think I'm actually going to give them number 2 this week. This is the highest I've ranked Ring of Honor, and I don't know if I even liked it that much when I watched it, but the more I think about it, I liked it more and more because the Dalton Castle stuff was great, even though I didn't really see a point for the match because Watanabe seems like the jobberiest of the New Japan guys.
Yeah.
And I mean, I love the Kingdom stuff. That was great. That was good storyline progression and everything. And the Jay Lethal segment was that's all I've wanted for the past 2 weeks from Ring of Honor. Just something to do with him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I think I'm gonna give it number 2 this week. Alrighty. Was there anything else you had about Ring of Honor before we plug and sign off here?
Not really. Just looking forward to next week because, I mean, they're back into storyline mode, so looking forward.
Yeah, we'll see what next week brings. I'm interested to see what they're building into because unlike like NXT and Lucha, I don't know anything about Ring of Honor, so I can't even predict stuff. So I'm just surprised what they give us on a weekly basis. Yeah. All right, so people want to find you on the internet, Tonio. Where do they go?
You can find me at DW Revolution in the Twitter machine or TheWrestlingRevolution.com.
Already, and I am at MadMike4883. If you want more of the Midweek War, if you want more of the Wrestling Mayhem Show, go to WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Follow us on Spreaker, iTunes, Stitcher, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat. We don't have a Snapchat. Go anywhere where there's social media, pretty much, and you will find the Wrestling Mayhem Show. And we will give you all of the wrestling content you could ever need, plus Total Divas, Tough Enough. We talk about it all. All right, so for Antonio Garza, I'm Mad Mike. We will see you next on the Midweek War.